Hello everyone, I'm Adrija. Welcome again. Today, I'm back with a completely new topic. For a few days, I was seeing a lot of comments, a lot of questions from you all in the comment box, and my exams were going on, so I couldn't answer them. And I'm really sorry about that. But as there were a huge number of comments, so I thought, let's just make a video about it. The question was, how did I improve my English, or how did I learn to speak in English? Yes, this is what today's video is about my journey of learning and improving my English speaking skills. And I would also like to thank to all of my subscribers, to all of my viewers for supporting me and for staying with me. Thank you so much. So let's begin. My journey of learning English began from a very young age. I didn't have an English environment in my home because everyone in my family used to talk in my mother tongue, means in Bengali. So I didn't get that environment where I could speak in English. I loved to watch cartoons at that time, so I used to watch them, but my parents let me watch those cartoons in English. Yes. For a long time I couldn't understand it, but after a few months I felt comfortable in watching those cartoons, whatever cartoon it was, Chhota Bheem, Doraemon, whatever I used to watch them in English. I used to feel comfortable while watching them in English. So this is how my listening skills started to improve. And gradually I started to understand them, and I used to feel comfortable in watching those cartoons in English rather than any other language, and my listening skills started to improve. And when I was 4 years old, I got an admission to an English medium school. So that is where I started to speak in English. I used to speak like broken English. I made lots of mistakes. I know that right now when I think about it, I can understand how many mistakes I used to make. But no problem, we were all kids, so everyone used to make mistakes. So whatever, that is where my English speaking skills started to improve. So all this time I was just listening. I was just listening to those cartoons and all. I started speaking them. So here also it improved a lot, and in class 1 or 2 I started to watch these English movies, animated movies. There are a lot of Disney animated movies, so I started to watch them in English, of course. So that is also where it improved a lot. My English improved a lot. So yes, these are some steps that I followed when I was a child. And then I love reading storybooks, novels, storybooks, anything. So when I was a child, I used to love reading them. So what did my parents do? They bought some English storybooks for me. They were kids books, of course, because at that time I couldn't understand lots of hard words or something like that. So they were kids books, and my parents bought them and I used to read them. So it was interesting, and I just read it, and from here my vocabulary improved a lot. Reading really improves one's vocabulary, so that is what also happened with me. My vocabulary improved a lot while reading these kind of storybooks. So this is how I learned English, how I first listened and then tried to speak it, and then I improved my vocabulary. And I am doing YouTube videos from a very young age, from when I was in class 5. So right now when I listen to my videos that I used to make at that time, I laugh at them. I seriously laugh at them because I used to make so many mistakes. And right now also even I'm making mistakes. I'm learning because I have not completely learned fluent English right now. I'm still learning, and I'm also going to learn in the future. So there are 3 steps by which I improved my English. Number 1 is listening, number 2 speaking, and number 3 reading. So let's talk about all of this. Number 1, listening. For doing listening practice, there are a huge number of materials available. The best one that I would suggest is YouTube. In YouTube, everything is present. Absolutely everything. So whatever interests you, What's that? Of course, we all watch videos on YouTube, right? But please make sure to watch them in English. You can watch whatever you like, whether it is a motivational speech, whether news. We all watch news in Hindi or whatever language we know. But there are also a lot of English news channels. So try to watch them too, as they will improve your listening power. So yes, you can watch news and then you can watch any type of educational videos too. So these videos are going to help you to improve your listening skill. You just need to listen to it regularly. Yes, please listen to it regularly. So another one is movies. Many people say that they cannot understand whatever accent they are using in the Hollywood movies. Yes, that is a problem for many. The thing that I'd like to suggest here is, if you want, you can watch the kids animated movies like Disney. Over there they use really clear English and you will be able to understand. And then watch those Hollywood movies with subtitles. Try to watch them with subtitles and you will be able to understand. But the best thing to do is to watch them without subtitles. So first watch those kids movies and then watch the Hollywood movies, any Hollywood movie with the subtitles, and then after some days try watching them with the subtitles. I'm sure you will get it. So this is how you can improve your listening skill, but please make sure to do it regularly. Now, many people are scared of grammar. Like the grammar, they don't know anything about grammar maybe, and they are scared about their grammar knowledge and how they are going to speak in English if they don't know the grammar. So my opinion on this is that when a baby, little kid starts to learn his own mother tongue, then does he know any grammar? No, he just tries to listen, he just listens and tries to speak it, and he speaks it. Yes, soon he becomes fluent in that language. So he doesn't know any grammar on that language. So I'd like to say that if you want to learn a language, at first just don't care about the grammar. Speak anything you want. Speak broken English, let others laugh at you, no problem. Speak whatever you want, make mistakes, but speak. Forget about the grammar for a few days. But after that, try to correct your mistakes. Then try to get the grammar and try to make sure that you are using everything correctly, whether it is tenses or any parts of speech or something like that. But let that be in the later stage of your learning of English. Okay, at first just try to speak and then think about the grammar. But yes, grammar is important if you want to speak perfect, fluent English. Many don't have partners to speak with in English. So many are like, whom will I speak in English with? Whom will I practice my English with? So if you have no partners, no problem. Talk with the mirror. Talk with yourself. Nobody is going to laugh at you. Okay? You can just talk with yourself. And another thing that you can do is record yourself. Like whatever you want to speak, record yourself in your phone and then listen to it again and then try to correct yourself, whatever mistakes you have made in your recording. Okay, so this is one practice that you can do, but please make sure to practice it regularly. As I said, don't forget it for 1 or 2 weeks maybe and then again start it. It is not going to happen like that. You need to practice it regularly. So this was about speaking. Now let's move to the third one, that is reading. As I said, reading improves your vocabulary a lot. It improved my vocabulary a lot. It is also going to improve your vocabulary. So if you don't like to read novels or something like that, you feel bored, then you can read comics, because you will never feel bored while reading comics. So if you love to read, then make sure to read it in English, of course. And if you are a beginner, then start with the kids' storybooks. It might feel a little bit childish, but just start with it. First try to grasp that language and then go to some harder storybooks or harder novels. So this is how you can practice your reading. And believe me, there is no age of learning. Whether you are a child, whether you are a teenager or an adult, you can learn English at any time in your life. And if I can, then why can't you? So, and the things that I said, if you practice them regularly, first is listening, then is speaking, and third is reading. if you practice them regularly, then I'm sure that you will be able to speak perfect English very fluently. So, and again, I'd like to thank everyone out there, all of my viewers and subscribers, to everyone for supporting me and for staying with me. And if this video could help even just one person, then I would be very grateful. And so this was for today. I hope you liked this video, and if you have any comments or any suggestions, then please make sure to write it in the comment box below. Thank you.